We have kind of 6 very basic points that we always say to our clients about social media. Understand your landscape, know who it is who's out there covering you. If we've got a client in a particular industry, there's probably going to be a range of topics of bloggers or groups or anyone who's interested in their story. So we always recommend, first of all, just know who they are and start to become a member of the community. Go on these blogs, comment, join the Facebook groups, make your name be recognized so that you aren't this kind of anonymous lurker, but you're actually part of the community. That's a very easy and early way to sort of diffuse social media a little bit and start to become part of it. We always recommend using a wide range of social media tools to get messaging out. People focus a lot on blogs. It seems to be the thing that maybe that's the most easy to understand, but we're always kind of trying to open the door a little bit into Twitter and Facebook and using widgets or e-cards or any other kind of social media tools that are there. A lot of companies are afraid of engagement. They think if they've got a website, that's, they're in social media. And we're always sort of pushing the importance of accepting comments and engaging in dialogue, engaging in conversation, and really becoming part of it instead of viewing social media as one way, because it's absolutely the opposite of that. We also put a lot of importance on how companies can use social media just to correspond with their own employees. It's amazing how much of corporate communications is very outwardly focused. And for especially large companies, they may have thousands of brand ambassadors sitting right in their offices, and if they don't use some of these tools to communicate with the people who work for them, they're losing great opportunities both to stem morale issues and confusion internally, but also great opportunities to turn all of those people into communicators. And finally, as Dallas mentioned earlier, we can't stress enough the importance of putting a social media plan in place before a crisis hits. There are so many companies that are caught completely unaware when something happens on social media, and if they haven't sort of done steps 1 through 5, they've got a lot of ground to cover in what can be an extremely short amount of time before things really spread. So if we look at something like the Domino's example that happened recently, they responded quickly, but not that quickly. And if they had, had a plan in place beforehand to say, okay, if something happens, we know what we need to do. We need to get on Twitter. We need to, have a YouTube video up within an hour. A lot of the growth of that story and kind of the power of that story really could have been neutralized and contained.